What up, YouTube? Dave here. We're going to be trying a beer tonight. I've been a little sick lately, so I haven't really been drinking a whole lot of beers. But anyways, there's been a lot of beer activity. You know, it's that time of year. It's right before Christmas here. It's a week before Christmas, and a lot of the local breweries open up different hours, and people just losing their minds trying to score their beer for the holidays. It's stout season. So New England Brewing released they release a stout every year, Imperial Stout Trooper. I was able to get some of that thanks to my wife stopping by. And we're going to try a beer tonight from Pioneer Beer Company out of Connecticut. This is a brewery that's way up northern Connecticut. They right now contract brew out of Shabeens, which is local. I've done videos on a couple of their other beers. I should say one other beer, Trailblazer, which is their New England style IPA. They do another one called Intergalactic or something. It's a West Coast style, which not a bad beer, just not my style. I've also had this one before, and there's really no name on it. It just says it's an American style IPA, and people just call it Yellow Submarine. It's got the Yellow Submarine on it, right? And I do recall having this a year or two ago, and it was okay. Again, not a bad beer, just not my style. But what's new about this batch was just canned on the 14th of this month of December. Today is the 21st of December. Is that they used a new yeast strain new to this beer. I guess it's the same yeast they use in their Trailblazer. And the pictures I've seen of it is it's a very hazy beer, which I don't necessarily know comes from the yeast. I think that has to do a lot with using the dry hopping. So we'll see. It says here, a true all-American beer, the Pioneer Beer Company, blah, blah, blah. Gives you a little thing about, did you know the first combat submarine was invented in Connecticut? Hoppy, floral, tropical, piney. I've heard good things, you know, but there's also this thing I heard, this new term I heard called guerrilla marketing. So I assume what people are saying is that this company just starts to flood, the market with, you know, buzz about it. And I have seen a lot of local buzz about this beer on local web boards, so we'll see. And it was hard for me to find because they don't date code their cans. They just put a sticker on the 4-pack holder, which a lot of local breweries are doing. I don't know if that has to do with when you purchase your canning run, if your canning line, I should say, if you can't stamp the bottom of the can. But they were saying to look for ones for 12-14 because that's the one that had the new yeast strain in it. So definitely getting a lot of tropical in there. Oh yeah, it's hazy. It looks like juice. Geez, I had a batch of Trailblazer probably 3 batches ago, and it looked like that. And it kind of almost doesn't look appealing hazy. You know, when you see a hazy beer, and the first one that comes to mind for me is Heady Topper, you get that haze from that intense just dry hopping and the over hopping of the beer. And it's cloudy. This is downright opaque. It almost looks kind of like not as bad as that batch of Trailblazer, which tasted fine. It almost looks like apple cider. But this is definitely hazy. And I won't even say hazy. It's just you can't even see through it. Very dissipating head. I mean, the head dissipated really quick. Yeah, it's got a weird off smell to it to me. Sweet, malty. Had a lot of citrus from the can. It doesn't give you. It's an 6.5%. This fridge doesn't seem to keep things as cold. It's funny because it says keep refrigerated. I stopped at another place tonight, and I hate when they do that. The place didn't keep it refrigerated. And then people bash the brewery. Sometimes it's just how it's stored at the store. And they had couple 4-packs just sitting out on the shelf. The same liquor store where I buy, it's a regular stop for me, does the same thing with Sip of Sunshine. They're afraid to put it out because people hoard it, so they stick it on the shelf behind the counter. So yeah, I don't know what I'm picking up. It could be the glass, but let's give it a shot. That's weird. reminds me right off the bat of the first time I drank Julius. I wasn't as blown away by Julius as everyone else was the first time I had it. It's a great beer, but I just wasn't as mind blown, and that happens a lot of times. You hype up a beer, the hype. So and that flavor up front fades really fast to bitterness. The bitterness lingers a little bit. I can't quite put my finger on it. I still like Trailblazer a lot better. Would I drink this again? Yes. You know, it's a beer that if I had it around, you know, if I'm looking and they had it, I would drink it. Whatever that flavor is you pick up right in the beginning that I would get in Julius, and I can't describe it as juicy or orangey or tropically. This was in a cooler. Where the hell did I? Oh, yeah. I ended up getting this. Was in another one of my regular stops, but closer to where I work. Yeah, it's not a horrible beer. Yeah, see, even now I'm getting that lingering bitterness. And unfortunately, it could be that lingering bitterness that sometimes can be off-putting. Like, the best way I can describe it is soapiness sometimes. So, again, it's not a horrible beer. I'm not as blown away as the hype I'm seeing on the internet. I'll take Trailblazer any day. But it's not horrible. Would I seek it out? No. Would I drink it again? Yes. So, but yeah, you know, it's like I said, it's not horrible, but to each their own. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll talk to you later.